Yo, what it do, Gary Lamm, Maniacs? What in the wild world of sports is going on with the 11s, baby? Are Brandon and Klay gonna stay? Do the Niners not want Ayuk? Klay Thompson says goodbye on social media to the Warriors. What in the wild world of sports is going on over here? Them snake eyes. I hope they're telling lies, because they're a bunch of our favorite guys. Welcome to a Gary Lamm Main Event Mania special edition. And the good news is this. I got summoned for jury duty, but I'm free. 11:15 call back, but I'm right back here for you, baby. Here we go. Gary Lamm Main Event Mania, on with the show. All right, welcome to a special edition of Gary Lamm Main Event Mania. As you can see, we are in the backyard. We are live action. We got a great show, so here we go. The title of the show. What's going on with the 11s, baby? Brandon Ayuk on social media, on Facebook Live. He's talking to Jaden Daniels, his Arizona State College teammate, saying the Niners don't want him no more. And Klay Thompson unfollows the Warriors on social media. What does it all mean? And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to break it down. Here we go. But first of all, I want to thank you for answering my survey. I will have a mental health video for you, men's mental health this month. I'll work on that later. Got some requests to do a Giants video, and I'm gonna tell you like it is. I'm a big Giants fan, but until the Giants have a solid middle of the lineup guy, I can't take him seriously. You got Soler and you got Matt Chapman. They're 2-3-3 guys. Is Elliott Ramos that guy? I don't know. The season could still go either way. The Niners are a middle of the pack team. Theoretically, yeah, they can get some hot pitching. But that's big theory right now. They could sell, they could buy. It doesn't really matter until you get it done. So Giants, they're not a contender right now. They're a middle of the pack team. That could change. They could sell, they could buy. Whatever, man. But let's get to the action. The 49ers annual offseason drama is in effect. And we talked about it so many times. It's Brandon Ayuk. And I've been on the fence. I said, you know what? The Niners got to resolve this early. We don't need this drama. But maybe we do. Maybe we do. And just, if you haven't heard, the big story, Brandon Ayuk on social media. Apparently his girlfriend is filming him on Facebook Live while he is talking to Jaden Daniels. Brandon Ayuk clearly says that the 49ers don't want him. And what does it all mean? I'm going to tell you the first lesson, friends. Brandon Ayuk apparently was offered $26 million to re-sign with the 49ers. He wanted 30. But lesson number one, kids, don't listen to your dumbass friends when it comes to money or relationships. Listen to your smart friends. Word is, Brandon Ayuk is getting advice from Debo. Debo got to be mini diva. But Debo is an outlier. He did not do it right. So many other 49ers did. And I'm going to tell you why I changed my opinion on this. Because I'm always upset that hey, what's up, Lily? How you doing? Thank you for joining Gary Lamm Main Event Mania. Welcome to the show, and we're going to talk about Ayuk and Debo. But here's the difference. Debo is not in your reality because Debo is Kyle's friend. All right, we'll get more of that later. But I want to talk about this Super Bowl hangover. The 49ers have lost the Super Bowl. I'm talking to a lot of people who lost one of the biggest deal breakers, one of the biggest deals to get you out of the Super Bowl, to get you out of the eye of the tiger, is guys want to get paid. guys going on their own mission, and the 49ers can't have that. Somebody's head needed to roll. And it wasn't going to be Kyle. Okay? That's just how it is. It's definitely not going to be John Lynch. Maybe John Lynch will go before Kyle, but those guys are sharks. Somebody had to go, and somebody's head has to roll. And sadly, it's Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk on the field, he does the job. He's a good role model. He works hard in practice. He's fighting for his team in practice. He's blocking, no block, no rock. He's a super jock. Unlike other receivers, he can get off on that X position. We'll talk about that later. But this is one thing that the 49ers always do that they need to keep doing, that's never quitting. The 49ers never quit on Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan is a great manipulist. He's also a great leader. There's pros and cons, but I want to talk about the guys who do it right. The guys who get signed, the guys who Kyle keeps on the team, and there's a reason, there's a method to the madness, and this is why Brandon Ayuk may be SOL. The guys Kyle Shanahan keeps. Trent Williams, top of the game, number one in this game. Is Trent Williams a people pleaser? No. He speaks his mind, but he doesn't get out of line. And he keeps getting paid. Nick Bosa, another guy, speaks his mind, but he doesn't get out of line, doesn't make a big fuss. All right? No big fuss. CMC, he just got the money, baby. The highest paid running back in the NFL right now. Didn't even know there was a problem. Kept it out of social media. Everything's fine. He's paid. But he didn't throw no shade on the 49ers. The 49ers, they are a gangster family. They keep it in the family. It's okay to have problems. It's okay to ask for what you want. But you keep that stuff in the family. That's why they're locked tight. Three of the best players in their position, Trent Williams, Nick Bosa, CMC, all have a right to that number one spot. All of them getting paid. All of them speak their mind in press conferences. All of them have ego. But none of them gotta go. Because they know where the money lies, and it's in relationships. They're cool with Kyle. They don't go behind their buddy's back. They ain't talking. They ain't destroying nobody's name. And that's why they're still in the game. And this is where it comes in. When you're down so many seasons, the 49ers down, no quarterback, guys hurt, they never gave up. Never gave up. I'll go about the guys who are gone who never gave up, who gave up. But this is why the Niners need to send a message. They need to save money and send a message. The message is, we're all in, get your stuff together, no playing around. If we can get Ayuk, we can get rid of you. If we can get rid of all the troublemakers, we're getting out of you. Like Jimmy Ward was a great player. We still ain't replaced him, but you know what? He caused trouble. He's a man's man. I like that. But when you go outside the Niner walls, the 49ers are like a dang mafia. They don't like leaks. You know they got rid of the whole Balky situation. During the draft, it was said that they leaked out the 49ers were going to draft someone outside of Ricky Pearsall. Someone said it, and they found out the leak. The 49ers don't like you going outside the organization with your problems. They don't mind you having problems. Trent Williams ain't no yes man, that's for sure. Nick Bosa, tell him that to his face. CMC, no way. But they all got paid. But the troublemakers are gone. Chase Young did not play hard. He's gone. Everyone who doesn't play hard is out of the yard. All right? Kyle Juszczyk, hey, he took less money. The Niners are they're gonna pay their guys. If you are not their guys, if Kyle can't trust you, no matter how good you are, you out the door, man. That's probably the reason why they didn't get Aaron Rodgers. That's what the 49ers are. They are a team built on teamwork. They are Kyle's team. Kyle made some mistakes. A lot of players make mistakes. CMC had a fumble. George Kittle. Hi, George. The 49ers have to send a message. They're already sending a message. They're going to pay guys, but everybody's replaceable. That's the message they're sending. Ayuk, you don't want 26? You're going to have to hit the bricks. You don't want the 26? Ayuk might have to hit the bricks. And again, look at the troublemakers that are gone. Jimmy Ward, out the door. Good player. Maybe some backlash from going on Grant Cohn, going on his own, saying his own thing. He has to get paid. Gone. Raheem Mostert, talking smack. Gone. Still a great player. 20 touchdowns last year. I hate to say it, DeForest Buckner. He wanted to get some big-time bucks. And now he's gone. He's on the Colts. Somebody's head has to roll. You got to get with the Shanahan-Kyle program and the John Lynch program. Eric Armstead. Hey, he took, in the same year DeForest Buckner was gone, Eric Armstead took a little bit less. But now he wants more, and he's out the door. The 49ers will pay you, but they don't want none of that trouble because they don't want no problems within the locker room. Any problems within the locker room is a cancer to the team, and you already got top-notch players. Debo may be the one outlier to this. He did go on social media. He did ask to be traded. He did make a big stink. But here's the big, big difference between Ayuk and Debo. Debo's Kyle's guy. Debo said, I'll make a phone call. I'll talk to him. He didn't talk to me yet. When Debo's contract came up, the main thing was, hey man, he didn't talk to me. Debo's Kyle's guy. Debo's Kyle's kind of guy. He's a guy he can coach. He's a guy who could set up here, there. I know no block, no rock. Debo doesn't play all the time, but he does what Kyle tells him to do. He's out there flexing and sending, buff videos to Kyle. They're boys. They are the Cabo clique. They are the core. And I think there was some respect. There was some respect in that 49er organization for Debo, because you're remembering when before the year Debo signed his contract, they understood they're going into a season with Trey Lance, a rookie. Debo was putting up tremendous numbers as a wide receiver, but the 49ers had to just go all in and use that wide back position. Debo put himself on the line. He left everything out on the field. He was out there crying in the NFC Championship game. And I think there was some understanding for Debo's emotions, all right? And it seems like Brandon Ayuk's just playing hardball. And I like Ayuk. I don't think any of the receivers are better than him, all right? I don't think they're better than him. But when it counted most, when Debo was out, he didn't get open. And first of all, I'm going to say this. Debo is a better pure receiver than we give him credit for when he wants to be. The reason why he's paid because he put up a franchise 1,400 yards plus the wide back stuff. 1,400 yard receiving plus the wide back stuff. He had 12 touchdowns last year to Debo. And Kyle Shanahan's thinking, you know what? He had Andre Johnson in Houston. Is Ayuk Andre Johnson? No. Is he Julio Jones? No. So do you want to pay him? So Kyle Shanahan's looking at Ayuk. Hey, we were going to pay you $26 million. You want 30? Are you Andre Johnson? No. Are you Julio Jones? No. So therefore, you might have to go. And like I said, Debo, the difference with Debo, he got out of pocket. He went on social media. But Kyle and Debo are like this. And remember this. They say business not personal. But all business is personal because business is about people. Business is about people. Brandon Ayuk, again, if you're just joining us, what's up, South Bay Championship Wrestling? Let's plug South Bay Championship Wrestling right now. Check out our YouTube. South Bay Championship Wrestling YouTube. We are dropping tremendous matches. And guess who's on color? It's me with the great classy Bobby Blackstone. Great matches. We just dropped a tremendous match. And you know what? Stay tuned for more. And don't forget, July 13th, Slammed Heat. There you go. Free publicity, South Bay Championship Wrestling. What would you do without me? But back to Brandon Ayuk. I think Brandon Ayuk is a very important player to this team. But the 49ers, look it, they already drafted 2 receivers to back their play. And Ayuk is just making it real easy because you got to sign Brock Purdy, $50 million. That's outrageous. But what are you going to do without a quarterback? Can't nobody believe that. Whoa, that's the plane having to carry all the money to Brock Purdy's account. You can't pay 2 receivers $26 million and $30 million and then pay your quarterback. You got to give some, take some in a relationship. And again, the rule is, kids, when it comes to money and relationships, don't listen to your dumbass friends. Don't do it. Don't listen to Debo. He's the outlier, the exception to the rule. Look what Nick Bosa did. Just sat out quietly, didn't talk mess. You said your piece, you communicated behind closed doors as family stuff, all right? Same thing. Christian McCaffrey got paid. Wanted more money. He deserved more money. He got paid. Boom. Because you got to make sure you're a team. You got to know you are together. You want your stuff. I want your way. You want my way. And bam. But we're together. All right. We ain't putting each other on blast. Same with Trent Williams. He didn't come out. It's out that he wants to get paid. It's out that he wants to be on the team. But you keep that in the family. Okay. You speak your mind. No one says Nick Bosa or Trent Williams are yes men. But you speak your mind. But when you bring it to social media, you're getting out of line. And that's what the Niners can't have. In this Super Bowl year, they can't have a divided locker room. So maybe in Pittsburgh, we're going to say, Brandon Ayuk, see you soon. Is it over? No. Don't forget, Brandon Ayuk is a very young man. All right? But you're playing with sharks, Brandon. Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch are sharks. They are sharks, and you are in their waters. You're swimming in deep waters, brother. You might be able to get paid, but the question is this. You're at their mercy. But if you just reach out, brothers, Kyle Shanahan, Brandon Ayuk, if you reach out and humble yourselves, you could live with $25 million, brother. $25 million a year. You could do it. Let's stay together. Whether times are good or bad, happy or sad, just, break up to make up, that's all we do. First you love me, then you hate me, it's a game for fools. And both sides may play the damn fool, everybody plays the fool. If Brandon Ayuk goes, look at straight up Brandon Ayuk, I don't know if he's a number 1. But I know he's better than the other guys we got. He's better than Pearsall. He's better than Cowling right now. I've said it before. I love Ricky Pearsall's feet, but he can't get off the. Brandon Ayuk has long arms like an O-line. He can get off that bump, and that's the problem with the 49ers. They cannot block on the offensive line. The pass rush can get up the middle real quick on Brock, who's short, who wants to get it off quick. So that's problem number 1. The way you defeat that is with short passing. But if you can't, like I said, until Pearsall proves he can get off that press man, that bump coverage, that man up in your face, I would never give him nothing else on third down or big play situations. So if you're getting rushed and you can't get it off quick, you're in trouble. Brock's going to be running for his life. That would be the strategy. That was a Chiefs strategy. And that's why we lost the Super Bowl. So I don't think we answered our problem with Nicky Pearsall. But Kyle Shanahan's too damn stubborn to admit it. I'd love for Brandon Ayuk and Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch to make a great connection. Hey, Kyle Shanahan, bad cop. John Lynch, good cop, but don't think they're not sharks. You're playing with sharks. You could live with $26 million, Brandon, everything's going to be okay, or Brandon Ayuk will be on his way out. Or have to play on a contract that's not as big as he wants. But wouldn't it be so good if we can get it together? But that's the bottom line in that story. All right. Another number 11 who's discontented in the Bay Area. Another fan favorite, Klay Thompson. He was just a happy guy. Captain Klay on his ship. But does he want to get shipped out of the Bay Area? Does he really? Klay Thompson unfollows the Warriors. Draymond Green got a word of that. Best quote. Funny as hell. He's laughing. He's laughing. What does it mean, though? We want to take it not seriously. Because that's what people do. It sounds like, a millennial, maybe Gen Z thing to do. But there's some pain. You don't just unfollow someone you just care about. Or there's some hurt feelings there. There are some hurt feelings between Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors. And that is very troubling. It's very troubling if you want to see Klay stay in the Bay. And the Warriors are definitely, they said it. What the Warriors want to do is save money and get better at the same time. How do you do that? Okay? How do you do that? If you want to get the ring, you got to pay for that bling bling. It is what it is. How do the 49ers get cheaper? Do they get younger? You can get younger and still not get better. You could be years away. And I really want to just two examples, just the last two champions. The Boston Celtics, they got the same, they've been good for years. Basketball is about more than talent. Basketball is about skills, baby. Skills, teamwork, and timely coaching. How many times have the Celtics blew in the playoffs? They blew it in the championship against the Warriors. It's not because they weren't good. It's because they weren't ready. And the Celtics may be champions tonight. It's the same guys. But it took some seasoning, baby. It took some seasoning. So your talent and your seasoning and playing together. And that takes time. And you can create a super team, but most of the time that doesn't work. It took the Celtics a long time to build this team. All right? Time. Love takes time to heal when you hurt so much. And you can't hurry love. You just have to wait. Love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. All right. Same thing. Nuggets. Good for a long time. Good since the bubble. Last year's champions. Just always just something. Missing something at the end. The Warriors were a juggernaut. They were so good, they didn't have to take time. Then they got Kevin Durant, all right? But usually it takes time. So if you think you're going to keep Steph Curry as your main guy and bring in a bunch of young guys who don't know which way to run yet, they're jumping out of the gym, but they don't even know which court you're shooting yet, you're out of your mind. Because, like I said, Celtics, same guys. It took time to build. It took a lot of pain to taste the champagne. Same with the Nuggets. Good since at least the bubble. But before then, they had a lot of trouble. Captain Tony, what's up? We're talking Klay Thompson and them number 11s, man. Out of control. What up, Captain Tony? But if you're going to keep Steph Curry as your number one guy, there is a prerequisite. Because, you look at Kyrie Irving, guys like that, they can't play defense. Neither can Steph Curry. So you need what Klay Thompson used to be. There's another airplane, so we can catch it. Nope, missed it. You need a guy who can play defense, who can play the point guard and the two guard. You need a guy who can play that position because you need to take defensive responsibility off of Steph Curry as much as you can. You need the old Klay, and that's the question. Can Klay play? Yes. Can he play D? No. You could always shoot. I don't care about the 0 for 10. Reggie Miller had bad shooting days. A lot of shooting guards have bad shooting days. The shooting is the last thing to go. Klay Thompson is a pro. There's teams that could use that. Will they pay him the money? I don't know. But the question I have for all the Klay Thompson lovers, like I am, he's not done. I'm not worried about his shooting. Is Klay Thompson still a good backcourt match for Steph Curry? And I don't think so. Ain't nobody getting any younger. And for defense, you got to have young legs and hunger, baby. And I just don't see that from Klay Thompson. And maybe the Warriors have to let him go. Chris Paul definitely the guy, all right? No, the dynasty's freaking over, all right? The Warriors, they have to make a decision. Because Klay Thompson is not that guy. Kuminga's not that guy. They need a guy in the backcourt to protect Steph Curry because he's still your best playoff option when it comes to scoring. Ain't nobody on this team ready. Wiggins? No. You can't rely on nobody else. Klay Thompson? He's just not consistent. So should we keep Klay in the Bay? The Warriors said they're going to pay, but not enough for Klay. Klay Thompson's going to reach free agency. He's unfollowed the Warriors. It is kind of a story because you don't unfollow unless you have some feelings. This is just part of our culture right now. It's funny, but it's not funny. He's hurting. And I'm watching him. He's out there free on his boat, just doing his thing. Klay being Klay. A lot of pressure, but the adults have to act like adults. I'm talking about Mike Dunleavy, and this is for the Warriors. I'm talking about Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch for the 49ers. You got to remember, it's a lot of emotion because you got someone questioning their career, and they have to have eye of the tiger to continue on. They got to believe in themselves, but it's up to you. You have to assess John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. Do you want Brad Ayuk? Maybe, but not at the price. Do you want Klay Thompson? Maybe, but not at the price. But if the guys come back, if they eat a little humble pie, they both might be your guy. And there we go. Are the Warriors, is the dynasty over? Nah, it ain't. The Warriors dynasty isn't over because you still got Steph Curry, but you're going to have to add. You're going to have to add veterans, and that could be a total bust. That's it. If you add veterans, it might be a bust, so you got to add guys you could trust. And is that guy LeBron James? I trust his game, but that guy's a problem. But check this out. In the NBA, either you got a number one guy or you don't. Kuminga ain't that guy. He's a piece. Wiggins, you forget he's on the team. So, if you want to go for the ring, you got to go for the dream. You can destroy your franchise, but LeBron James still might be the guy. For Panda, this is Gary Lamm with Gary Lamm Main Event Mania. Catch me on YouTube at GaryLammMainEventMania.com. Of course, here on Instagram Live. Catch me at South Bay Championship Wrestling. I'll be doing interviews. I will be doing color commentary at Slam Heat on July 13th. And with that, I bid you adieu. God bless you. Keep it real. Keep it clean. So long, sports fans!